Why does my ex watch my social media? Check this out. During coaching sessions, text and phone calls, I probably get this. Top three questions of all time is one of these. Why do they watch my socials? Why do they do this? Guys, the simple answer right off the hop is they still want to know what you're doing. They still care about what you're doing. They just don't care enough to be with you. Okay? I'm just resting my hands. They don't care enough to be with you. They don't care enough to actually commit to you and to take the risk, right? Because if they're losing attraction for you, which is the real issue here, then what you have to understand is they have to put distance there in order to rediscover their attraction to you through missing you, wondering, and all that drives attraction back up. Your strength that you show during no contact is also going to drive up their attraction because they want to be with somebody they respect. That's just the way it goes. Okay. So in my last video, I talked about using like the law of assumption, power of assumption. Just assume they'll be back. Just be like, yeah, they'll be back, whatever. That's what confident people do. People who love themselves, people who have a high self-worth, a high idea of themselves. That's what they do. They assume the person's going to be back. As soon as I embodied that, as soon as I realized that I can't dictate if somebody's gonna stay in my life or not, I can't, I can try with what I know now, where I'm at in life now, I can try. But you can't control outcomes. You can control how you react. So when you're confident, you're just going to make those assumptions. Oh, get James Bond shit. Yeah, she'll be back. Now, I know that TikTok is a younger crowd and James Bond movies haven't really been big and prevalent in pop culture lately. But the idea behind James Bond is this, for anybody who doesn't know. You might know of him, but you haven't watched all the movies like I have. Basically, it's ultimate confidence, right? Exuding ultimate confidence. Nothing bothers you. Nothing... Like you can show emotion, but you're not bothered when the person decides to leave you. That's the energy. That's the idea. Now, James Bond doesn't do that in the movies, but he is really good with women, and he doesn't get attached to them. He's just living his life, doing missions and shit. That's the idea. You want to be confident as fuck. The more confident you are, the more powerful you're going to be, the more respect you're going to command. But you guys have to have a really good, high self-esteem, a high level of love for yourself. And that's what comes from the chart of emotions right here. So this bad boy is going to teach you all about that. This comes from a book called Letting Go by David Hawkins. Okay. Anybody who's made it this far in the video, you actually want help. So make sure you guys book a session with me and I'll help you out with all this shit. But basically the idea is this: you want to get from down here to up here, right? Now, we kind of do this in general, but people that have relationship problems and trauma and baggage, they're down here more often because all they think about is all the negative shit that's happened to them, and then more negative shit keeps happening, and then they're stuck down here. Okay. Now, the people who are higher, right, they think, oh, everything's going to be all right. That's kind of basically their idea of life. And then these people are basically like, so these people still have things like, they still have doubts and whatever, but a lot of the times they're like, it'll be all right. These people know. They know everything's going to be all right if we were to divide them. And again, we do this sometimes. But anybody who's been through trauma and stuff, when's the last time you were truly, truly feeling joy? That's the one emotion that basically nobody knows how to feel anymore, is joy. We're all pissed off about something: politics, men and women, your job, the way the world is, blah, 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 blah. When's the last time you felt true joy, right? That's the whole point of all this. So get out of here and you got to go up here. Now, is it going to happen overnight? Hell no. It takes work. It takes a lot of work. All right. But the point is you get from here to here slowly. You'll get rid of all the stuff that comes from this being down here. And then this is what will make you more attractive. And then you'll attract people that are here, sometimes up here. But if you're down here and you attract somebody that's here, it's called the vibrational mismatch. They're not going to stay with you. They're not going to stay with you. They're simply just going to be like, you know what? I'm going to go this way, you go that way. Okay, but going back to the initial issue is, why do they watch your videos or socials? Because they still want to be connected to you. That's it, point blank, period. They just want to watch your shit. They don't want to see if you're going to be dating anybody else. They have a little bit of doubt like you do. However, they also have all the power, right? So if you want to take that power back, start working on that shit.